Hi children, English language, grade 9, second term, a second chance call tomorrow. SOW reference, activity 1 and 2, activity 6, 7 and 8, grammar, simple future tense, passive voice past tense. A second chance call tomorrow. Children, turn to page number 44 and 45. There is a dialogue between Chenitha, Mihimali, Raju and Farzana. So there are 4 children. What is the activity about, children? It is the first day of the new school term. Some grade 9 students of Kurulugama Mahavidyalaya are talking about their vacation. Chenitha: Good morning, friends. What are you talking about? Mihimali: Good morning. We are talking about our vacation. Chenitha: Oh, the vacation. It just came and went. Mihimali: Hey, that's true. Why do vacations end so fast? Farzana: Yes, it's a pity, isn't it? I had planned to do many things during the vacation, but couldn't complete most of them. Raju: In my case, I managed to do many things. I planted vegetables in our home garden. I watered them every day. I finished all my homework and read 3 books. I managed to visit the planetarium too. Mihimali: That's great. I tidied my room but couldn't go anywhere. Chenitha: I wanted to study and prepare short notes but I simply had no time. Farzana: No time? Come on, there are 24 hours in a day. Raju: That's true. Maybe that's just an excuse. I think we waste most of our time. Chenitha: You have a point there. My term test marks were not very good. I'll start studying from tomorrow itself. Farzana: Yes, better late than never. Let's have a plan and start studying from tomorrow. Mihimali: Have a plan and study? You've got to be kidding. I planned many things but most of them were not successful. Raju: Remember the lesson in the grade 8 English book? Plan the work, work the plan. Farzana: Yes, that's true. You have to not only plan the work but also work the plan, and that's what we are going to do from tomorrow. Okay, children. So this is a lesson about time management, right? These 4 children had vacation, so there are some activities what they have done in the vacation time. So some children did something but some children didn't do. But how the time is important and how the time is important to do your work, these are the things that mentioned in this text. Let's move on to the activities, children. Children, you can hear some sentences. They are talking about future events. Future events, we are talking simple future tense. First example, the children will go to the park at the weekend. Simple future tense. So we use will with the verb, present verb, will go. In the next sentence, Chenitha will be studying for his exam the whole of next week. In the second sentence also, it mentions future tense, but it is future continuous tense. Will be studying. Will plus be plus studying. It means future continuous tense. In the future something is continuing doing. And the third one, the train leaves at 10 o'clock. This is leaves in the third sentence as a verb. It is simple present verb. So we can use talking about future sometimes simple future tense. The train usually leaves at 10 o'clock. What is happening usually? So in the future events also sometimes we use simple present tense to indicate about future events. In the fourth one, children, look at the dark clouds. It is going to rain. What is this? Prediction based on present evidence. According to the present evidence, we can predict the future. It will happen. It is going to happen. Look at the dark clouds. It is going to rain. So these are the simple sentences that uses to tell about future events, children. So there are 4 structures about future events, future tense sentences. By observing your pages and my lesson, you can do your activity. So later on, I am going to give you some activities according to future tense, some type of future tense. Let's move on to the next slide, children. Then you have an activity in your workbook, activity 1 to 5. There is an activity. Write 5 sentences describing your plans for next week. So these are my sentences what I have wrote for you. So like this you can write. I'm going to decorate my room next week. I'm going to do it. I'm going to decorate my room next week. Next week I'm going to decorate my room. If I get time, I will clean my old shoes. In the second sentence, I use simple future tense. In the first sentence, I used am plus ing plus simple present verb. Am going to decorate. In the third sentence, I will be watching television on Friday because there's my favorite cricket match. Will plus be plus verb ing plus will be watching. I will be watching. In the fourth sentence, so I will be busy on next day. Will plus be plus present verb and the rest of the sentence. So these type of sentences you can use to indicate about your future plans. So I invite you to write about future events according to future tense. Many types of future tense sentences. In activity 4 and 5 children, it is a reading text. Read the extract from the story 100 meters and answer the questions. You have a lesson there, 100 meters activity 4. It is a reading text. So let's read it. 100 meters. The playground was large. The sports teacher asked me to wait there and disappeared among the crowd. I mustn't go anywhere from here. What a crowd of students. Boy in white shoes and white socks. How smart they look. They must be from the city. I've heard that the boys from the city are a bit arrogant. Mudalihami, this is the under 16 100 meters. Next will be the under 13 event. You are taking part in that. Don't look so scared. I am sure you can win, said the sports teacher while pinning number 27 on the front and the black back of my vest. I wished the paper was big enough to cover the stain on the front of my vest. Will the city boys see it and laugh at me? There, listen, Mudalihami. Your mother is being called. Hurry up, my boy. How should I go to the starting point? Should I walk or should I run? Some of the boys are wearing shoes with spikes. Will they step on my feet? Will I be able to compete with them and win? One thing is certain, if I win, father, mother and everyone in my family will be happy. Come on Saroj, come on Priyan, come on Janak. Who will say, come on Mudalihami? I remember my friends cheering me at the house meet. It gave me a lot of courage that day. Ready, steady, go. A boy wearing spikes is running fast. Just next to me, I must run faster than him. Will he step on my foot? Never mind, let him. I will still run faster. Now it's close to the end. I think I have won. Here is another result. Under 100 meters, first place, Kalubang Deba Mudalihami. I heard the loudspeaker announcing my name. It was like a dream come true. Everyone was cheering, everyone was clapping. I couldn't hear what the loudspeaker announced because of the cheering. The boy who was wearing the spiked shoes was on my right. He had won second place. Congratulations, Mudalihami. You were great, he said, shaking my hand. The boy who came in third also joined them. I think I was mistaken earlier. After all, city boys are good. I knew you would win, Mudalihami, good boy, the sports teacher said as he gently stroked my head, and tears of joy welled up in my ears. So this story, children, adapted and translated 100 meters. There is a single textbook lesson. So it is a good lesson for all of us. So you don't want to think about your barriers. You don't want to think about your negative things. So what you want is your steady determination and courage. So at the end you will win definitely. So this is the end part of the lesson. Then you have to identify the questions and answer by reading the question. Who disappeared among the crowd? What had Mudalihami heard about the city boys? What was Mudalihami's event? Who pinned the numbers on Mudalihami's vest? Why did Mudalihami later think that the city boys were good? Likewise, you can critically think and you can understand the lesson very well. Afterward, you can write the answers. I hope you will write your answers very well. Let's move on to the next slide, children. Activity 6. Find synonyms for the following words from the passage. Synonyms. Synonyms are very important, children. Similar words. You have to find out more similar words in your text and beyond your text even. Big, large, frightened, scared, proud, arrogant, mark, stain, fastening, pinning, wrong, mistake. So synonyms are very important to writing essays, paragraphs and other writing skills, because when you are writing synonyms, it means you know the meanings of words. So you will find lot of synonyms in your dictionaries and other papers also. Please discover more synonyms and write some sentences, then you will improve your knowledge of synonyms. Let's move on to the next slide, children. Activity 7. Find antonyms for the following words from the passage. Antonyms. Same like synonyms, antonyms are opposite words. Back, front, start, end, loss, win, harshly, gently, slower, faster, sadness, joy. Antonyms are also very important. Synonyms, antonyms. You will have a collection of synonyms and antonyms. So you can have a good look in the dictionary and then you will find many antonyms and synonyms. Activity 8. Fill in the blanks with future tense verbs. What do you say about the first sentence? I will blank cricket. I will play or playing. Will plus present verb. I will play cricket. Second one, I will be continuous. Future continuous tense. I will be watching cartoon. I will not be the same pattern. I will not be fighting again. I am going to live in London. Are you going to read the book? Like that. Shall we go to the next slide? Okay, children. Now we are going to learn about passive voice, past tense. In your book, you have a lesson, passive voice, past tense. We use passive when we are interested in the action rather than the one who did the action. Example, my bicycle was stolen yesterday. In this sentence, what is the subject, children? Subject is my bicycle was stolen yesterday. So, in the second sentence, children, my bicycle was stolen by a stranger yesterday. So, what is the subject and the verbs, children? My bicycle was stolen. Who did it? Who took your bicycle? By a stranger. So, what are the differences between the first one and the second one, children? In the first sentence, we don't know who did it, who took your bicycle. But the second sentence, it is clear who took your bicycle by a stranger. So, what is the difference between active voice and passive voice, children? In active voice sentences, always concern about the subject. But the passive voice sentence always concern about the object. So, in here, my bicycle comes as the object. My bicycle was stolen yesterday by a stranger. Like that. So, singular passive voice, we use was plus verb in past participle. Example, the great stupa was built by King Dutugamunu. So, the first in that sentence, great stupa is singular. So, according to the singular subject, we use was. And the built is past participle. In the sentence pattern passive, in each sentence pattern, we use past participle verb. It never change. In all 8 sentences passive voice patterns, the verb is not changing. In the plural, we use verb plus verb in past participle. Eggs were sold by the farmer. So, in here, eggs plural, then we have to add the auxiliary verb were in plural, then sold past participle verb. Eggs were sold by the farmer. Likewise, children, you can take some kind of active voice sentences. Then you have to understand and identify the object. Then object take as the subject, and according to that subject you have to change was over, then verb past participle. Like that you can create your own sentences. Let's move on to the next slide, children. Then I have given you a simple activity. Example, Sigiriya built King Kashyapa. Sigiriya was built by King Kashyapa. Likewise, you have to create these sentences in orderly. Letters wrote Rohana. Rohana. Letters wrote Rohana. So, you have to find out the object. What is the object? They are letters. So, letters comes as first. So, letters were written by Rohana. Letters were written by Rohana. Likewise, you can complete your other sentences, children. Okay, children, that's all for today in second chance lesson. I think you have enjoyed a lot, as well as you got your knowledge about future tense and passive voice too. Then have a good day. Bye bye.